Welcome back, Aquarius. Thanks for checking out my channel. Thanks for coming around today. You are in the right place at the right time. We're here to see what messages Tarot has for people under the influence of Aquarius for the second week of February 2017. Tarot, what are the general messages for people under the influence of Aquarius for the second week of February 2017? I hope that this reading finds you all in good health, abundance, and overwhelming joy. We're going to continue on with these weekly readings in a 7-card spread, looking at the 7 major areas of life. There's probably a lot more major areas of life, but there's 7 that I feel are important, so those are the spreads we're doing. We got Page of Pentacles, reversed, at the bottom of the deck. What's she doing there? She's looking at that big old pentacle, being like, how are we going to make more money? So maybe that's what some of you are going to be up to here for the second week of February, plugging along at work here. Okay, we'll set that off to the side. In the grounding position here, we've got another page, a page of wands. So some of you might, in grounding, might be looking at that balance between like, oh, am I working too hard? Or do I need to take some time out for spirit here? Do I need to take some time for reflection and understanding of some of the other things that kind of get missed in the day-to-day life? This to me has like both fire and earth energies in this card, and it's a younger person. And for me, I get a real feeling like this could be a Virgo, even though like wands are like traditionally people under influence of fire, but this definitely to me speaks of Virgo. So maybe this could be some of you here with some of that in your chart or some fire in the chart, you know, kind of attaining that balance. And it almost looks like there might be a little bit of sadness that we're getting over a situation, and it looks kind of like short-termish, that, you know, something might have happened where you guys are just kind of like took you off guard, like on the inside. You're kind of like, oh, that didn't feel so good. That might have not been the best. But that's just a feeling I got. So for grounding, I would say, yeah, let's find that balance of like getting ahead in life versus being happy with where we are in life. That's pretty important. Okay? For health, because good grounding is rooted in health. And by the looks of what's happening here, we might need a little bit of help. This to me, it always just screams of stuck energy, creatively wise here. I can't remember where you guys were last week exactly in your reading, but now it's showing some of you are coming up here, and this could be like certain lover situations for some people, because like this house is like not only just like artistic creativity, this is like sexual stuff. This is like bumping uglies type stuff too. Sorry, don't mean to make light of it. This is a heavy card, and my heart goes out to some of you who may have like woken up to like somebody that had bad intentions, like pieced out in the morning on you, or somebody that stood you up on a date this week coming up. I kind of speak of it in past, like it's past, but for some of you, it's kind of like you need the fact that we're reading for the week ahead. It shows that like you could, this is Tarot's good warning to you, like make sure of the intentions of your partner so you don't end up in a situation like this, like where you're giving it up too easy, so to speak, because that can happen. We all go out to have a couple glasses of beer or wine and get talking to somebody really attractive, and the next thing you know, it's like, oh wow, and then, you know, the next day you're kind of feeling like, oh, that was kind of crappy, you know, I know that person's never going to call me again, or I'm never going to see that person again. I don't even have their number, right? So this here, it just kind of like, be on your guard for situations that could lead to like uncertainty. And if you are suffering from not being able to be with the one that you love, it's time to like come into a point of acceptance of that. Just accept that you can't be there, because if your spirit's kind of like in denial of not being like happy because of it, then that can lead to some stuck energies as well, and creatively wise. So I have a feeling some of you aren't sleeping as well as you should be, and that's kind of leading to some drained energy. So just be on the lookout for that. You know, have a cup of like the soothing tea have that nice hot bath in the evening with the candles, all that stuff, just to kind of so we don't get caught up in that too much. It's more of a warning there. Okay. Also for second week of February, we have the High Priestess reversed. So this card speaks of creative thinking and intuitive nature. This is like coming up with ideas, things of that nature. And for the fact that this is again the gut instinct card, the feeling is that some of you might be not really like firing on all cylinders in terms of like, putting forward your ideas. Like, I have a feeling some of you got a lot of projects that are kind of waylaid right now. They're like half finished jobs, just kind of laying about. And you're like, oh, there's so much now. Which do we do first, kind of thing. It almost seems like there's too much going on here, or like not quite certain where the focus, the heart of all of the energies of what quite to like continue to procrastinate on, and what to finish. So this, I get a feeling of, is like some of you guys might not be like kind of up to your full potential, and it kind of could speak back to this. There might be a little bit of sorrow going on here over a person. So this is just what the tarot is bringing forward. The gut instinct, any advice I can give here is, just try to not worry so much about like not getting stuff done. Just do what you can this week, okay? Do what you can, whatever you got time for. So there, in the Sacred Heart position, we got Queen of Swords. So that's good. This is kind of moved up. This is like some of you like kind of taking that self-love to the next level. I think this card came up in the grounding position for you last week, if I remember correctly. So seeing the Queen of Swords come up to your Sacred Heart area, that's good. That means a level of like self-appreciation, doing things nice for yourself. Because I really see this card as being like truly an Aquarius person. It could be other people with air influences in their chart, and you do get along with other air signs or people with a lot of air in their chart. So, there could be a potential for a good match there. There's some of you that are thinking about that. But more so than anything, this speaks to me of internal nature, like whatever it is that you like grounded and put into your core last week now is like coming through as heart energy. It's coming through as like, moving forward with heart energy. It just seems like you're a little bit too tired to act on this week, but you know what it is. You know your direction, what it is, where you're going. So that's good. In personal truth, we've got 9 of Pentacles. So it shows to me here there might be people around you trying to, contact you or trying to like be a bigger part of your life, but you might not be having any of it. You might just be really happy with where you're at, whether it's like with your family or as a single person. It shows that the relationships you have developed are like kind of growing to fruition now, where like other people are going to be asking you for more, and then that will be your decision whether or not you choose to like follow the directions of others, like in terms of like getting together with them, or like sharing stories, things like that. Everyone says this like person is so independent, but I also see all of the growth that's around them in terms of the people and the things that they've influenced, whether that's material things or people. So there could be some decisions coming your way in this second week here, Aquarius, about spending time with people. I see you maybe not doing that as much though, with this card being here, this one being here. Like you're kind of like almost retreating a little bit, like going back inside and like reevaluating a lot of things. But these people aren't about to go away like in the short term. They'll definitely be understanding, because I see people around you that have immense respect for you, and the people that don't have immense respect for you tend to get jealous of you. But here it's saying, and then that could be, speaking back to here, in order to gain like, a solid friend, you may lose a superficial one or something like that. Like, I don't know. The external energies around you seem to be coming forward as people, more so than anything, Aquarius. Whereas like your internal energies is like you're just wanting to kind of retreat a little bit this week. And don't worry, it's nothing heavy. These are like 7-day like general ass reading. Like don't worry too much about it. Well, here in Vision Questing we have the Emperor. So this is really like you taking your power back for yourself. This is really you calling the shots. This is you like sort of manifesting into light whatever it is that you choose without the influence of others. So I got a reoccurring theme of this balance going on. And this could come back to this here, like, wanting to, like, create a little bit more, being a little bit uncertain how we're going to create a little bit more. Because I see you questing. You're hungry, Aquarius. It's your age. This is your month. I see you wanting more, but I see like some obstacles in like trying to get it, and it's based on like self knowledge, like self awareness. Like you're not quite sure which direction you want to go. You know you want more, but you're not quite sure what that is yet. So I think there's going to be some time for evaluation this week while other people are kind of coming at you. And there could be some people that are really trying to throw you off your guard. I think last week we did talk about some of the people around that could be like getting jealous and walking away. One of these could have led to like a blowout kind of. So yeah, for this week. In the crown position, that's good, man. That's really amazing. We've got the sun straight up. So it shows that whatever problems you're facing, they're gonna be all right. Like this week is gonna seem like a bit up and down, like a little bit tumultuous at times, but it shows here that like by the weekend, you guys are gonna be like feeling good again. Maybe this like you've been working a little bit too hard and like trying to find this balance of life, and this is really just sort of about like making it through till Friday. Because whatever it is that you are doing, like people have recognized that you've done a good job. That's really good. And people realize like there is no slowing you down in that. I think you might just be tripping yourself out a little bit here with some of this stuff in these lower houses. And I think that you can really just like easily overcome that by like kind of taking your power, keeping it within, staying true to yourself. This is in your heart. I would love to see a lot of you in like heart meditations this week. It would do so much just to get you through. And then this understanding here and the crown coming down would be like, oh yeah, like it's these are the ups and downs of life. These are the nitties and the gritties of life. Getting it through. So seeing the sun there, I just felt like all the energy just like wash or like relief. I felt relief. And that's the feeling I have that's coming for you on the weekend, is just one of relief that the week is over and that all this stuff we were like kind of pondering about and uncertain about is like it's not going to seem so important. It might seem important like, on your commute to work or something, or like, when you're trying to fall asleep if you're not in good headspace. But trust that it's going to be fine. This is about, knowing who you are in your heart, knowing where you want to go. You know exactly where you want to go, and then you're going to be able to trust it and see it by the end of the week. So overall, very good, Aquarius. I hope you all have a wonderful V-Day and an excellent week, and we'll catch you next time.